Be up at the top. Occasionally, if you peek, it gives them.
Sure.
You're in charge of that.
Okay. All right, you ready? 5:32.
32. Call the meeting to order. Do we have any additions or deletions to the agenda?
None from me.
Okay. Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes of May 13, 2024.
I'll make a motion for that.
One second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Summer shave job.
Yeah,
I like
no, it's good. Mr. Bob.
Good news, our LEMD has been resubmitted, accepted, and posted, so we're done with that for the year.
Good.
The LEMD has been resubmitted, but
Okay.
I did trade some email with Brian Brown and mentioned that you guys would like to actually see videos. But he's either going to try and get to a meeting or Zoom in at one time. But he works for FEMA, so he has to be very careful about conflict of interest on certain things. So it's,
Okay.
he's looking at, but he does want to meet you guys as well.
Okay.
So it's being a meeting event. This sheet here, there's a kind of CRPCs and the state is looking at to changing and the bylaws are changing. I don't know if we get flood insurance for the town, but if we do, it's going to need to be updated. Luckily, we put some bylaws are going to be updated. Luckily, there are samples in here that we can just follow it. That's the route I want to take. We work on that. All the maps are going to change. We've got a lot better maps these days with GIS and hand drawn. Yeah, the other slide is going to be pretty obvious up there. Just got I posted some hot weather info to the comfort form. And was checking with NOAA, and they're saying it's a 30–50% chance of having above average temperatures for June, July, and August. They didn't say how much above, but it's going to be warmer than what we used to. I don't think we're going to change our name to Florida. We might come close in the next few years. And that's it for me. Any questions?
Nice.
Thank you. So I did read your post. I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know if we have flood insurance. I remember coming across it.
Not sure either.
Yeah. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Okay. So moving on to the next with residents' concerns. The solar field benefit for bike path and lanes.
Just it came from Colette McNamara and it's in your folder and just wanted to have it. And you know, she said her statement was, it seems like this will happen, the solar field, and have no pronouncement on that. But she said if it does, let's make sure the town gets all the benefits we possibly can. And that was her suggestion that there be some bike paths or lanes added to, for instance, Canton Road.
Not a horrible idea, actually.
What tied into the solar? What do you mean?
Right, like make them pay to develop a bike path and maybe.
Because we're on the Champlain Valley Bikeway, but
What's that?
I said we're on the Champlain Valley Bikeway, but we have like the roads are so narrow.
Yes, exactly. So again, we need some sussing out, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, I think about the lake road, many of the roads are ditched pretty close to the edge of the pavement.
Right.
Which would present some problems in terms of actually installing a lane.
Yeah. It's not my wheelhouse, but you know, it'd be interesting to explore for sure. It's a good idea. You know, I don't bike, but I prefer to not have bikers through the breast in the middle of Canton Road waiting to get around them.
Or just all the places you can't see up a little rise and know when you can pass or whether there's a bike.
Right. And do we have anything written about the speeding on sign, or is that just?
We do not. That Gary Norton came in, and his concern is that there are no patrols on nights and weekends. And so he did think he might come tonight, but
Yeah,
obviously he's not here right now, but wondering about, can we, does Virginia's police force have the capability to add patrols perhaps? I mean, we know that Addison County Sheriff doesn't work nights and weekends,
Right.
So that's all, so I'm just making sure stuff gets passed on.
no, that's fine. Okay, okay, reappraisal grievances, do we have those in here?
No, so, the contract with the assessor plans to handle grievances with me as witness, etc. Tuesday, June 11th, and Wednesday, June 12th. We have 4 appointments on Tuesday only, and we have received 2 written grievances at this point. So again, I just wanted to keep the select board abreast.
So 4 total after the.
Right, and I'm not sure what the statute is, but we did request grievances in writing, so I think we'll never refuse to hear someone's grievance because it doesn't make sense not to.
Yes.
Right.
So that's all the information on that one.
Okay. Is there a childcare
So
contribution?
there is, I think in your folder, if you look to the next thing, where
Okay,
and we don't have to decide this right now, but as of July 1st, there is a child care tax that is 0.44%. And then the employer can withhold up to 11% of that 0.44% from the employees. So the select board needs to determine whether they'd like to do that or not between now and July 1st.
So if an employee has, to describe it, it doesn't matter if they have a child?
Every employer in the state of Vermont, the state of Vermont has passed legislation that requires all of us to fund childcare funds. And that tax will be put to
Out of
each
employees'
employer.
wages?
Well, only 11% of the 0.44% can come out of employee wages, but the employers can elect to pay the entire amount or the 0.33%. Is that the right math, Teresa?
Yeah.
yeah,
So.
Either way, we've got to make a call on withhold, or just accept that, and then we kind of go on the back end and see what percentage we want to take. Is that what you're saying? I mean, we have to accept it anyway, right? Like it's just.
You're going to pay the 0.44. The town can one way or another. It's a question of whether the employees contribute some out of their salaries or whether the town puts the entire.
I
think it's something we should have a conversation, but do we have anybody imminently needing, like?
Doesn't matter.
No, I understand that.
No.
Okay, so that, I mean,
I don't think
like,
so.
I mean, we definitely, right, so my point is that I think it would be great to table and have a conversation,
Sure.
when Howard's here, then we can. Right.
I mean, I'd say not to take it out of the employees, just have the town.
It's
the whole amount.
Pretty small amount by the time, the 0.44%. I did the math wrong the first time, so that's outrageous, but it's really.
Yeah, so we can do that now, just want to push it down the road. I'll make a motion to have the town put the entire 0.44%, so the employees don't.
I'll second that.
Take any on.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, public comment. Anybody?
In here? Yeah. That was kind of for the town, talk solar, we don't have to be a go-between.
I'm planning on coming to the next one, but I couldn't make it. Again, it wasn't anything that was scheduled for or by the select board. It was done by Virdis.
The resident and resident don't have questions for them.
Well, I was busy and I'm gonna go to the next one. I mean,
Yeah, there was just a lot of people that wondered why no representative from the select board was there, because they felt, I mean, the room was packed.
Good.
good.
How'd it go?
Well,
Contentious or was it helpful?
well, we roasted them. I don't think that they expected so much pushback, because there's a lot of people that are, you know, they're just not in favor of it, they're kind of upset about it, you know, lots of different reasons. You know, they think it's way too big, out of character for the area, too close to Dead Creek. You know, it's a non-migratory bird corridor, we don't want that disturbed. The state has spent 75 years buying up parcels to create this refuge for the wildlife, and they just seem to not care about anything like that, you know? Somebody asked him about property values, and he said that, oh, you know, that's not gonna happen, it's not gonna impact the property values at all. And like the whole room just burst out laughing, because that's absurd.
So how'd you leave it for the next meeting? So you got the next one scheduled?
That's June 12th.
Yeah, and somebody wondered about 12th, because that is the graduation day or something.
No.
No, it's,
It's the day before.
Yeah, something, there was a big
The
conflict.
14th is graduation of high school.
That's
Oh,
what I'm saying.
It might be baccalaureate or something, but it's not.
so they were wondering if they were maybe gonna change that date,
Okay.
so.
Okay.
It's a discussion for them, not us, not the town.
I mean, we would be there as residents. I mean, yes, we'd be
Yeah,
there as
I'll
select board
email that
members,
lady,
but
I'll that lady, that I have, whatever her name is, Haas, is Haas. Yeah,
Yeah, that's, again, they scheduled it, I said town hall is open, it's like anyone else using town hall, it's not our meeting, they didn't
yeah,
consult
but
us.
we're getting
first.
conflicting messages, we're being told that, okay, the select board has nothing to do with it, they're not the decision maker, it's the PUC that's the decision maker. And then, Mary Rudd is telling us that, you know, I mean, they've already done their informal vote, they don't want to reopen the town plan, nor should they. And, but then at the same time, she tells us that the select board can override that decision. And, then Adam, is it Adam? Yeah, Adam Luigi down at, Addison County Regional Planning tells me that, the PUC has to give the town plan deference because it's an enhanced energy plan and it's pretty solid. But, and they would give the town plan deference, but then we're also told that Howard can override any of this, you know, so where's the truth in all of this? You know, it's like a merry-go-round, and we're trying to figure out, you know, which information is the correct information, you know?
well, I'm pretty sure Howard can't override it by
Yeah.
himself.
that's-
But,
that's an easy answer.
I mean, those are great questions. I don't have answers to those. We have very little information more than just the regular residents. And so, I'd be curious to have a conversation. Sounds like we need to connect with Mary Rudd, and find out about the town plan and how the DRB, is kind of tackling all of this and what the select boards,
Yeah, I mean, we can always look at the town plan as a select board,
right.
but would we, I mean, that's why we would, and that, something, you know, we're waiting to see, we're letting solar speak and present the thing to the town, we're passing this on, we don't make any decision like, yes, solar field, no solar field, so it's like.
Well, what Adam told me was that, yes, okay, there were a lot of questions about the 300-acre park, you know. And yes, it does say 300 acres in the written part of the solar part of the town, energy enhancement, whatever. And, but that's a guideline. That doesn't mean that there's like a 300-acre thing that you can move around, you know, and get 300 acres wherever you want. It's that particular area that they designated for future solar, projects has 300 acres. Okay, it doesn't mean that they're supposed to use it, all 300 acres, border to border. And what these people are trying to do is, well, the farmer at the north end of this designated area said, no, he doesn't want anything to do with it, he wants to keep farming. So they've tried to still get 300 acres by moving the border south of West Road. And south of West Road is not in the town plan.
Yeah, we've had no proposal for that to look at the town plan at all to do that.
Okay, well, it's in their
And
plan, it's in
we-
the proposal that they made to the DRB, if you look on the map.
And that's fine.
So we need to connect with it, sounds like we need to connect with the DRB.
And if you look at that map, they are right directly over the top of the endangered species area, which is right at the intersection of Slane and West Road.
So if they're running into environmental things, then that's gonna get held up by the state. I mean, the state's not gonna let them, so. And so, like, we can't, that's not within the purview of what the select board can do, but if they're running into environmental lanes or migration paths or all of that, that's set up, that's on state land, that's not anything that we can, then the state, if there runs into those environmental conflicts, the
Right.
state's gonna step in,
But
because
you
that.
can take into consideration the quality of their proposal based on these things
Sure,
that they
yeah,
are
everyone.
ignoring.
yeah,
You know, I mean, that to me diminishes the quality of their actual, what they're wanting to do out there, in my opinion, you know? So anyway,
Okay,
I didn't mean to get into all that.
no, good. All right, any other public comment?
Yes. Something the town consider as a PA system.
Yeah. For listening on Zoom or? For
No.
Oh, for that meeting?
For a meeting,
Okay.
any meeting really, because if you have the doors open, you get traffic and
Yeah, it's
you
good.
have the fans going.
Yeah.
It's really hard to hear when you're on Zoom, it's really echoey in here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
okay.
can't really hear, you can only understand the person that's right next to the mic. The other people you can't.
Down the bumps.
no, it's fair.
With that?
Have anyone considered how much it would cost to reduce the echo?
We haven't, no.
We haven't talked about that.
I guess it varies differently.
There, I'm sure there would be. I mean, we've had since the kind of upgrade and all that, we've had a couple of town meetings in here. And they've been okay, but again, it's late in the evening, so possibly doors open and fans, and it's been cooler, so we don't have to have the fans going.
No, there's so many hard surfaces for the
Sound
noise to
over.
bounce off of, and that's where it comes
Yeah.
from, and the echo, it makes it louder.
I get it, it's worth exploring options.
And it's harder for older folks.
Yeah, no, I get, it's hard to print, I mean, echoes are echoes. Yeah.
I can't hear.
All right. Good, well, I'm glad you're all active again.
Yeah.
It is a citizen event, and if I can make it great to the 12th, but, yeah, I'm glad you're able to have that discussion. If you need middle people, then that's fine too, but again, we're not on either side of that, we're the same boat as you all are.
Or can I make a couple of public comments, are you done with that part?
No, yeah, go ahead, we'll move on.
Okay. Just, back to the bike path recommendation or
Yeah.
suggestion. That actual issue was considered years and years ago.
Mhm.
They were they wanted tons of people wanted to enlarge, widen Canton Road. And they were gonna have to go through the Department of Transportation, it was pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And it was really, really costly. I mean, like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I'm sure.
Like that.
Yeah,
So that was one way to go about
no, it's a good point, we can, if it gets down there again, we can look up that history.
it. Yeah.
It'd be so tough, again, with the roads being so narrow, I get it, I think it'd be great with that, but we just may not have the room to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't be assuming that this project is gonna go through to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So, the other thing, the only reason I came really was
Yeah.
that Kevin Sullivan has volunteered to mow with his brush mower South Fork Trail
Mhm.
okay,
at no charge. So I
okay.
wanted to see if I could get permission for him to do that. From the select board, because we didn't want to go down there without anybody knowing that we were going to go do
That's
it.
probably a good idea. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I think
Kevin,
that's
that
totally
sounds
fine.
Okay.
Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can,
wanted to give you the direction.
Mhm.
no, that's great.
No, that's
Yeah,
excellent.
if anyone asks, It's great.
Cool. Awesome.
Anything
Anything else people would like to say?
All right, thanks. Communications.
We got a stack of letters.
There are two things, this postcard email. It's hard to.
Chuck?
I don't know, oh, yeah, no, it's easy to
Oh.
fling, it's just hard to read.
Okay. We'll add it to postcard board.
Yep.
And then the other thing I have is should be in your folder too, state is asking if towns want the printed bound volumes of the state statutes that I have displayed across. I think it says $421.
Mm-hmm. 401.
Okay, I personally have not had a single person come in and use those books in the 3.5 years I've been here. The statutes are online.
That's what I was just gonna
I
say.
would recommend we do not need to spend that money. But certainly, you know.
Well, I mean, I agree, because you can always go online and print something.
It's a use case. If you see people looking for it, great, but if no one in years, no, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Okay. I noted that.
That's all I have.
Okay. Want to
Okay.
approve some time sheets?
So the time sheets and the payroll warrant, and then with the AP warrant, the invoices are all done, maybe you want to
Okay.
check. That doesn't look like anything I put in your packet.
Yeah, it's a big stack. Just checking, not normally getting all of them.
No,
That's right. What is it, verified?
that's why I brought them.
How's the new truck district, say anything?
No, I went down and looked at it the day it was delivered.
Okay.
It's cool.
Before it gets
It's
dirty.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, I saw him clean it up a few times, wash it down. Paul ever get back to answer if we set the record for most people working Green Up Day?
She did tell me.
So they did. Okay. It's a Guinness Book World Record.
She didn't say that.
Yeah. Are we still the only state that like officially does a Green Up Day?
I think so. I mean, there's some places, like, I think there are places where it's, think there's places where it's, like they have it like
Service.
county-wise or something, or they do things similar, but not as a state-run thing.
Yeah.
Like New York has stuff in Albany or whatever, but.
That's separate deal for.
So much paper. I just cleaned off my desk at school. It was terrifying. Okay. We should give this back to Will. Back.
Oh, yeah.
It's an official.
You can take that.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, do we need to go into executive session?
We do, but you also need to make a motion to approve it.
I'll make a motion to approve the accounts payable timesheets.
I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
I don't know if you recognize Rebecca Condon, who goes by Becky, but we should invite her to join us in executive session about town books.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. All right, so we're gonna head into executive session. Thank you all for coming. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Bob. Yeah, see you around.
I gotta do this, I gotta,
Okay, yeah, soon enough.
I don't know who, do we know who this is?
I might guess it's.
This is Dave Hazel with the Veridius project.
Hi, Dave. We are going into executive session, so thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Yep, understood. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Great.
Bye-bye.
So we, all in favor of
Make a motion to
Make-
close.
adjourn?
Adjourn.
Yes, I second that.
Aye.
All in favor, aye.
All right.
All right. 6:35.
Yeah.